Hello, my name is Gustavo Rodriguez, and today we're going to interview Maria Angelis Castro, who is a native from Venezuela.
Hi, Gustavo.
The first question is, can you give us a brief history of Venezuela from its independence to the year 2015?
Well, according to the history, before Christopher Columbus discovered Venezuela, the Indians lived from hunting, fishing, and raising corn. After Columbus' discovery in 1498, like the rest of the American countries, was colonized by the Spanish people, customs, culture, religion, language. So, Venezuela always has been an immigration country. In fact, during World War One and Two, received a lot of people from Europe and Middle East, and throughout the last decade, from the American countries because of the erratic politics that take all of these governments.
Now to the second question, which is, what is the most festive part of the year besides the holidays, and what do you do in that time of the year?
Uh, the most festive part of the year is Easter. This is because 80% of the people are Catholics. So the whole weeks we prayed and celebrate processions for the resurrection of the Jesus Christ.
Well, now to the third question, which is the most iconic hero of Venezuela and why?
The most iconic hero is Simón Bolívar, el Libertador de América, because he fight against the Spanish Empire and he set free uh, countries like Venezuela, Colombia, Bolivia, Ecuador, y Peru, and Peru.
It's he was a very big person for all of South America. Literally, very interesting. You mentioned before that Venezuela had a lot of immigration. Well, more specifically, from which countries was this immigration?
Specifically, Venezuela have people from over the world, but more from Spain, Italy, Portugal, Middle East. And the reason is uh, because of all of the people from World War One and Two that come from. And recently, people have arrived from the same Latin American countries and China.
Well, Venezuela has had a lot of immigration throughout the years from all over the world. Now, which is the biggest stereotype Venezuelans have had throughout history?
Venezuela is a host country. The whole time the people say that the Venezuelan people is very cheerful and friendly.
Well, well, yeah, I have heard that. Now let's talk about food. Can you explain exactly what are the arepas and its similarities with the tacos?
The arepas are a cornbread that you can fill with cheese, with ham, with eggs, with beans, with avocados, whatever you want. And maybe the similarity is that is the indispensable food on the dish of the Venezuelan people.
Now a more personal question. What is your favorite food that is prepared in Venezuela during the holidays? Meaning Christmas or New Year's Eve or whatever.
There are a lot of delicious food that you can enjoy on the dishes, the Venezuelan table. Maybe we can mention pan de jamon. The pan de jamon is cornbread, no, the flour wheat bread that contain inside ham, olive, and raisins. The other dish that is so delicious and is especially prepared in Christmas time are the hallacas. The hallacas are again a cornbread that is filled inside with vegetables like carrots, like tomatoes, and you also include meats like pork, cow, and ham. Uh, you then when you prepare, you have to involve with the plátano, banana, leaf.
Well, it sounds very delicious, both dishes you have explained. Well, now let's go to sports. Since baseball is the most popular sport in Venezuela, which is the most iconic player and for which team he has played? Or
Nowadays is Miguel Cabrera. There has been a lot of very good players like Luis Aparicio in the 1960s, like Galarraga in the 1980s, and Omar Vizquel with the three or four
Golden Glove.
golden glove. And nowadays is Miguel Cabrera. Miguel Cabrera have the triple crown at the Great Leagues. He played at the Detroit Tigers, and also he gained the MVP in 2012. I think, I'm not sure, that he's one of the best paid players in the baseball time now.
Well, now to the last question. What is the most beautiful natural marvel that Venezuela contains? And can you describe something about it?
The most beautiful natural marble in Venezuela is the Salto Ángel. Salto Ángel is a waterfall, the tallest waterfall in the world, and its name comes from Jimmy Angel because Jimmy Angel was who discovered this marvelous waterfall.
Well, that was very interesting, and I think we have learned a lot about some aspects of Venezuela, its culture, its history, and general things that have happened.